you'll need a capacitive scanner of some kind. You'll need some form of clay. I'm going to use Play-Doh. You'll need some water as a cleaning mechanism. You'll need several tissues. You need a roller. Most importantly, you'll need some PVA glue, because this is effectively going to provide a conductor across your finger to allow the capacitive scanner to read the spoofed fingerprint. You'll need some form of a hairdryer. So let's start. Take some Play-Doh, create a ball. Make sure it's a clear ball, well rolled, with no lines across it. Take a roller and roll out a relatively flat surface, which will make our mold for the fingerprint. In a similar fashion as you would access the fingerprint scanner on a very small area, create your mold the same manner, using the same section of your fingerprint. Work in it, movement upwards, so that you don't ruin the fingerprint that's there. Take a close look at the fingerprint to make sure that within the area you can actually see some form of a print. Take your hairdryer, we're going to dry it up a bit. Once that's dried to some capacity, cool it down, replace the PVA glue. This step is the most important step, because the way you place your glue, the consistency should mimic precisely the feel and look of the skin on your fingerprint. So start with just a few drops. Be aware that the glue will fall down into the slope you've created inside the mold. Don't want to use too much, and what you use should be dabbed very thinly across the mold in order to create a mask that will eventually be used to circumvent. Remember, keep the shape of the mold as similar as possible to the shape you used to log on to your phone using your fingerprint, and keep it thin so that the capacitance of your hand can conduct through. Once the glue has been spread evenly across the mold, allow it to settle for a few moments so that the consistency remains the same throughout the print. And then begin with the hairdryer once again. Again, beginning on a low setting. Test the center. Pick the mold up. Test if it's been dried. Ideally, these should be allowed to dry overnight. Allow it to dry. Now let's demonstrate. So as you can see, left finger opens it. Right finger will not. Let's use the mask. Right finger opens it with the mask. Success.